I'm Josh with the City of Waupaca, and we are back again with Ron Sorry from the School District of Waupaca and Aaron Jensen from the City of Waupaca. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Josh.
And I got some pretty exciting news to start out probably our final update of this year. The school district got 7 different Rotary grants that teachers applied for. Tell us about that, Ron.
Yeah, that is exciting. Our Rotary in Waupaca is so supportive of education, and we're grateful for it. Our teachers have the opportunity to write an education grant for different things. For instance, here are the examples of the grants that were written and approved and funded through Rotary. One of our high school classes in alternative ed requested $1,000 for some enhancements to the classroom for students who may have ADHD. Another high school class, well, this was band with solo ensemble instruments. The music wasn't updated in many years, and they received $1,000 for updated music. So, you have to pay the copyrights for music that gets played. $500 for high school culinary students to compete at the Fox Valley Tech College and the DPI wellness competitions. So that helped fund those students to go to those and compete in their culinary arts, their cooking. $1,000 for a middle school bucket aquaponics water farming system put in place at the middle school. Over $300 to the WLC for some STEM programming, basic and coding for problem solving. Almost $400 to the CEC Student Service Project, where it's a veteran recognition and removing flags placed for Memorial Day. And another $1,000 to the CEC for their VEX robotic kits, upgrading that for the robotics program. So lots of neat stuff that the teachers had requested, and Rotary is funding.
Very cool. That's awesome. Keep going along here. Something that both affects the school board and the city council is it's election time. Seats are up for election, and I suppose you can each speak a little bit what seats are up and how people can learn more.
Yeah, so I'll go first. I think first and foremost, I'm going to give a date. That date for us is January 2nd. And that's the deadline to turn in a packet to declare the candidacy. The election for city council is in April, and we do have one race that we know it's vacant right now. And unfortunately, that's because of the passing of Lori Chestnut, our longtime city council member. So there's the option to appoint that vacancy or let the election process run through. And given the time of year, I know Mayor Smith felt like it was the right thing to do to let the election process run its course and do its job. So anyone that's interested, make sure you talk to the clerk or reach out to myself or whoever. Our clerk is Barb Nowak, and she does a great job answering any questions with that. I also wanted to just mention for us, we have a couple, I believe, committees that have some vacancies too. And you don't need to be a city council member or an elected official, or you don't have to go out for an election to be on these committees. You just need to be appointed by Mayor Smith. And one of those is going to be Plan Commission. And Plan Commission, just a little brief outline on what that entails is there's a lot of site plan reviews, conditional use permits. Usually Plan Commission is the first to see proposals of new developments and how the site plan of that development works with the rest of the community. So if you have an interest or a skill set or a professional background that may lend you to be a great candidate for that, reach out to myself or Barb again, or Mayor Smith, and we'll be happy to get you more information.
Yeah, and Josh, the school district has 4 seats that are up for election. I'm assuming they'll all have some incumbents, but I don't really know. The same deadlines that Aaron said for the municipal deadline, April 2nd. I know we did appoint somebody to fill Lori Chestnut's seat, Nick Genske, and it's just for the remainder of this term or this year. And he will be on the ballot as well for the other 2 years of Lori's seat. So, yeah, we have four seats.
All right, we'll keep moving along here. It's that time of year for Christmas and holiday concerts at the school. I know we talked about that last week, Ron, and I know there's still some more coming up later this week and next week if you want to get that schedule for us.
Yeah, a lot. It's a busy month, and tomorrow, Thursday, which would be the 14th of December, the CEC K4 and 5th grade choir holiday music concert starts at 5:30. And then we have that same night on the 14th, the 7th and 8th grade middle school band concert at 7 o'clock. Then on the 17th of December, the high school choir concert will be at 2:30. On the 18th, the middle school 5th grade musical is at 7 in the evening. The 19th, the very next day, the WLC 3rd and 4th grade concert will be at 1, and then the second at 5 o'clock. And then on December 20th, the next day is the WLC 4K through 2nd grade concert. The first is at 9 in the morning and the second is at 1 in the afternoon.
Okay. And then Aaron, I know you want to speak a little bit about the Yuletide Christmas parade that took place a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I just wanted to make a comment. If you weren't there, put it on your calendar for next year. Keep an eye out for whatever that date's going to be in the beginning of September, December, or end of November. And I want to just give credit to anyone who had a hand in planning that event and executing the event. I wasn't sure what to expect. Anytime you have a first year event, you have no idea what the participation is going to be from a spectator standpoint or a participation standpoint, being the people on floats. And it was a great turnout from both standpoints for a first year event. The creativity and the work that went into the floats was awesome. The people that showed up on the street that night was awesome. We had a tree lighting event. Credit to all the people at the Danes Hall who helped organize and provide things for the Santa and the mayor lighting the tree at the end of North Main Street and the Danes Hall, the newly done Danes Hall Plaza. And then, there's so many people from the wiki or the retail community and the Chamber of Commerce that had a hand in planning it. And it was just, I always say this, and maybe I'm a sap for this, but it was just one of those moments being a part of it where you get that sense of community feel. And it was just something that I think everyone that was there probably knows what I'm talking about. And I just want to thank anyone who had a hand in creating that. So.
And we'll jump to another topic, a new website that's being developed, a relocation website. And Ron and Aaron, I know you both want to speak a little bit about that and tell us what that's all about.
Yeah, I'll stop babbling. I'll turn it over to Ron and I'll chime in as needed.
So our grant writer wrote a grant to our community foundation, which we received, and it's a relocation website. Part of our partnership, the school district and the city and the chamber, is economic development. And in order for us to grow and fill the job openings that exist and increase our tax base for the city and increase our student population for the school district, we need people to move here. We need housing, we need jobs. And so what this relocation website is it's a landing place for people who may be interested in moving to Waupaca, why it's a great place to live and work and raise kids, whether you work remotely or you work here. We have a lot to offer. So this website we're excited about it. It's going to show all the positives about living here in Waupaca in central Wisconsin. So hopefully this will be completed before the end of this month, December. And once it is all complete, we're going to be showing it off and exposing it to as many people as possible.
Perfect. Dan, we want to close out our update this week. Your single point of entry building project, you want to give an update on where that's at? That's
right. We just had a report at our recent board meeting. Bob Brees, who is our manager of our construction, shared out a little bit, lots of positive stuff. We're still on budget, which is always an important piece. And, this past month since the last report, we've had good weather. Mother Nature has been cooperating with us and not having inclement weather to slow that construction process at the WLC down. So it's still on track. And we're hoping that before the end of this month, December, that the roof will be put on to that expansion of the envelope, that new addition piece. The steel decking on the WLC addition is almost completed. Actually, today probably it will be completed. And if you drive by, you'll see the masons are out there. They're working on the outside, and we're still targeting for the end of February for the majority of all the work at the WLC to be completed, with the exception of the sidewalks. But if the weather keeps cooperating, you never know if we could pour sidewalks. Otherwise, we will try in March to possibly be able to move in if we can get those sidewalks poured in, depending on the weather. The other schools, we're still waiting for some of the door pieces to be completed, and most of it is having to do with a vendor coming in and being able to make sure that the auto doors are functional. Right now, they're not. The crews are going to be coming in during Christmas break, and so that they don't interrupt the education and the comings and the goings here. They'll come in during that break and finish that up so that the buzz-in system and the other 3 buildings is up and functional. That's the piece we're waiting on. The other pieces, the supply chain is all come through, I believe. That's our understanding. And so when we come back from Christmas break, all of those should be functioning in the other 3 buildings.
Perfect. Well, Ron, Aaron, appreciate the time to get the community up to date. Merry Christmas, and we'll talk again in January.
Thanks, Josh.
Thanks, Josh.
See ya.